Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's stream. A little later than I would have liked, but we're here. Welcome back. Sorry I'm a little late. It's probably gonna be a shorter stream because it's a late stream. Didn't plan for it to be late, but things had to happen. But yeah, welcome everybody. I'm still figuring things out how I want to do today's stream. Initially we were going to be talking about Game of the Year, my personal top 10, top 12 actually, the top 12 list of my games of the year for last year. And I'm excited to do that. Initially we're going to do that, and then we're going to play some Dark Souls, but I don't think we're going to have time for Dark Souls, so it's going to be a shorter stream. But that's okay, because we're going to be talking about some cool games. One hurdle that I've encountered though is that I don't know how I'm gonna set this up and show this. So yeah. Without further ado, let's just get into it. I'm tired, as you can tell. I'm sleepy. Had a long day. But yeah, I'm repping the new Kind of Funny merch. Look at that. Fire. But yeah. Here we at. So initially, the way my setup works is that I have 3 monitors basically. 2 in the front, 1 on the side over here. This is my Mac, where I edit and do Photoshop and do all the stuff I usually do, because I just like doing that on a Mac better. And yeah. And it used to be here, but then I moved it, but now it's different. And I have my Mac connected to a secondary monitor, which is the one I'm facing right here. So I'm using these 2 screens in front of me right here. It's both the Mac, so I got one whole long ass extension cord going through to connect all my stuff. And then this monitor over here is my PC, not my PC, but my laptop. And then my laptop's down here under the second monitor. And I was like, oh, I'll just connect my PC and I'll do that. One problem, I can't control my PC though. I have the trackpad and everything, but I can't really type on it. I can only type on my Mac because that's what it's connected to. I had this figured out when I first tested the stream a few weeks ago, but I'm stupid and I forgot how to do that. But anywho, I only have a mouse to control it with, so yeah. I kind of want to... So this is what we're working with, right? So this is currently my PC. I do want to set it up like this. Look at that. Isn't that so neat? Isn't that cool? I kind of want to set it up like this. Let me figure something out though. I think I can figure this out. Shit. So if you see me reaching over like this super awkwardly, it's because I am I'm figuring out what's the best way to do this. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, what's this do? There's nothing there. Okay, cool. I think I know what this is, but I just can't figure it out quite yet. As you can see, up on the corner, it says Games of the Year 2021. I am going to be using the GG app, which I talked about on last stream, how much I've been using it. And I'll kind of go through it a little bit today. But that's why I made my Game of the Year list. And you can make a numbered list, and it's super cool. But yeah, let's see. Whoa. Let's do this. Let's do that. Put that there, and then let's do this. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Boom, and then we're gonna put with a fork. Easy, there it is. All right, see, I'm figuring things out. All right, and then we're gonna do this, that, and then we're gonna make this one bigger. You've seen things change as live as they are. Look at that. Look at how cool that looks. Doesn't it look kind of cool? That's how I'm gonna be talking about it. Let me go here, and then I kind of want to mess around with the. I have transitions. Ooh, never mind. I don't have them anymore. Let's not do that right now. Let's not mess with that right now. I was messing with stuff with stream earlier. But yeah. My hotkeys don't work anymore for some reason. It's kind of fucking lame. But yeah. Oh. 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 What if I do this? Okay, that kind of sucks. It used to be that I don't have to hold control, but I guess I have to hold control now. But yeah, all right. Let's see. I want to set it up in a way so you guys don't see it. See my list as it comes. I don't think that's gonna happen. So yeah. Fuck it. Let's do it this way. Boom. You can't even see it, bro. Okay. Well, now you see the first one. Let me fix it before we start talking about it. Let's fix it before we start talking about it. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. Let's put it right there. That's fine. That's fine. Oh wait, I can do this. Nope, not that. Let's not do that. Is it this? Nope, not that. That's it. Alt. There we go. There we go. Alright. I should have done this from the start, but I'm stupid in the brain, so let's do this. Ooh, look at that. That's clean right there. I'm gonna have to do this all over again tomorrow on stream. That's because I fuck with it so much, but I want it to be even. And then at my head. Look at me on the bottom. There we go. All right. See, it's all fixed. I fixed it. It's fine. See, I'm tired, as you can tell. Got my tea right here. I was thinking about this the other day when I was watching over the stream. Some of you might question, why am I drinking tea from a hospital mug? I just like the size of the hospital. I got this a long time ago, and I stole it from the hospital. But I just like the big size of it, and it holds a lot of liquid fluids. So this is why I use this mug. This is my favorite cup. This is my cup in my household. So yeah, that's why I drink out of a chalk hospital cup. 'Cause it's big. I can drink a lot. Not like, yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah. So this is the GG app. It's super zoomed in. We'll run through it some other day, but today it's mainly talking about Game of the Year 2021. My personal list. Now the way this list is gonna be going is, clearly, these are games that I have not, as you saw from the first entry, these are not games that came out last year. These are mainly, I'm gonna do it donkey style. These are games that I played for the first time last year. Loki was saying, why is he using it on the stream? Fuck off, okay? That doesn't matter. Who cares what I'm using, okay? Leave me alone. It's where I like to drink. Alright, anyway, as I was saying, this time we're doing it differently. I'm doing it donkey style. If you've seen his Game of the Year videos, you know that it's not initially games that I have played. That initially games that came out last year. Mainly they're games that I played last year for the first time. So it'd be an old ass game. I played it for the first time, and that's why it's on this list. And I'm doing it that way just because I didn't really get the chance to play a lot of the more better releases that came out last year. So like games like I didn't get to finish It Takes Two, Inscription, Metroid Dread. Those games I didn't get a chance to check them out, but there are a lot more games that I did check out and I did play, and we'll get through that probably sometime next week. We'll go through all of the games that I beat last year, and as you can see, I can go to my GG app. Ooh, that's my big ass logo profile. So you can follow me on GG. ArnoTG, like everywhere else. But yeah, basically it does a great job of organizing what you've played and what you want to play, what you're currently playing, what you've beaten, and what you've completed, what you've shelved, what you abandoned, all that stuff. As you can see, these are the games I've recently been playing, and then you can make lists down here. Oh shit, that's gonna be spoilers. You can make a list. Let me quickly go through the games I beat last year. So there's a lot, as you can see. I played a lot of games last year. A lot of them are sort of replays, but most of them are games that I played for the very first time. So, without further ado, let's get into it and talk about Game of the Year 2021 for me personally, because there were a lot of really good games last year, and not just games that came out last year, games I personally got to play. And I'm gonna do 12 just because 10 is like not enough for some reason. But I just need 2 more. The first 2 are kind of like honorable mentions just because why not? And I really wanted to add a lot more games on this list. But yeah, let's get into it. First game, as you can see, The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Is this really a surprise to anybody? Like, I've been playing this game for 3 years on different consoles, on different save files, on everything. I've been playing this forever, and I finally got to reach the main ending of the base game. And if you don't know, for people that never played Binding of Isaac is a roguelike dungeon crawler. It's the purest of the purest forms of dungeon crawls that you could find. I wish I could pull up a trailer real quick. Oh, actually, I can. But yeah, I love Binding of Isaac. It's one of my favorite games of all time. One of the best roguelikes to be ever made. Give me a second. Let me look up like a trailer and I'll loop it. Give me like a fucking... So yeah. Alrighty. So yeah, Binding of Isaac is my number 12 because fuck it, I really liked this game. It's one of the best games I personally have ever played. Like, dude, come on. Like, I'll just have this trailer loop in the back. It's just one of the most fun roguelikes ever that I've ever played. It's been so much fun playing through this game on and off over the past couple of years, and I finally got to beat it. And there's not one time where I didn't enjoy playing through this game. Like, the background music, yeah, it's actually pretty cool. It's pretty intense. It's like some weird Nintendo music that's playing. But I loved it, and the reason I've started really playing through it this year because the Repentance DLC was coming out soon, and and I was like, shit, that's coming out. It came out earlier this year, but it came out later on consoles. And I was like, oh, to get ready for it, I bought Afterbirth and Afterbirth Plus, and I was like, I'm just gonna binge through this game, and I binged through it for like a while. Oh, actually, let me. Yeah, it's looping. Okay, yeah, it's gonna loop. And man, I just love my time with it. The vibes it has, all the eerie, weird, fucked up shit it has. It's so good. It's a masterclass in this genre, definitely for the roguelike genre. It's the best I put up there. If I play any roguelike, I compare it to this game because this is the baseline, the best one ever created. That's a huge statement, I know, but personally, I loved it that much, and I enjoyed my time with it that much. It was just so much fun to play through, and so much enjoyment came out of it. Today recently, PlayStation put out their sort of yearly stats, and this was on my top 10, top 5 most played games. It was number 2 at like 80 hours or something like that. But yeah, man, I love this game, and I'm still playing through it. I'm working towards the Afterbirth endings, and then soon after that, Afterbirth Plus, and then I'm finally gonna get to the Repentance content that I've been waiting for. And boy, it's just been so much fun. as you can see, there's so much content in it, and so jam-packed with crazy stuff, really weird stuff, and I just love the world of Binding of Isaac. I love the style, the art style, everything about it was so good. But yeah, that was my my number 12, I guess you could say. My number 12. So next up, we are going to be talking about another game. I'm switching to 2 different mics, so it's going to be a little difficult. We're going to be talking about Tom Clancy's The Division 2. Like I said, the first 2 games are kind of like honorable mentions because like they're not groundbreaking games aside from Binding of Isaac. Binding of Isaac is fucking groundbreaking. It's the best game ever made. But Tom Clancy's The Division 2 was kind of the perfect game for me at the time when I started playing it. I started playing it early last year, around January or February, and when I first caught COVID. I got COVID for a week or 2, and it sucked. But this game made it not suck because it was the perfect game during that time where I just wanted to kind of just chill, not really pay attention to anything, just kind of drone out everything and kind of turn off my brain and just shoot a bunch of shit and loot a bunch of shit. Like, it's as simple as it gets. Story, I don't even remember any of it. Don't know any of the characters, don't know anything about it. I just know that I had a lot of fun shooting in that game. I had a lot of fun shooting, looting, upgrading my character, leveling up my character, getting cooler guns that have a bigger number on them. It was just a ton of fun doing that, and that's all I could really say. It was just straight up fun. There's not anything super crazy I could say about it. Gameplay is fun. It's fun. There's nothing really bad about it. All the abilities were fun to use. Some were kind of useless, but for the most part, it was fun to play. And the story, like I said, nothing groundbreaking, nothing too remarkable. But for me, someone that was looking for a game to kind of just turn off my brain and just kind of go and shoot stuff and loot stuff, giving me that Borderlands itch that I've been looking for after Borderlands 3 a few years ago. But yeah, this game was perfect for that, and I had a great time with it. I forgot to play a trailer for it, but oh well. You guys know what Division is. Here, for those that don't know what the Division is, I'll play a little trailer for you, a little gameplay trailer. But yeah, like I said, it's nothing too groundbreaking. It was just a ton of fun. Just kind of going in, shooting stuff, doing side missions, getting collectibles. Your standard Ubisoft boring open world. But for me, Ubisoft games are perfect for me for days where I just like, I don't want to go through a deep story. I don't want to think about anything. I just want to shoot and collect stuff. That's all I want to do. I just want to check stuff off my map and just shoot enemies and get a gun that has a bigger number on it. It's as simple as that, and it's always been since the day I started playing Borderlands, all the way back in whenever that came out. But yeah, looter shooters have always been my favorite just because it gives you that steady pace of progression without really having any depth to it, and it doesn't really need any depth to it because it's fun. So yeah. So next up, what are we gonna talk about? Next up, we're gonna talk about another Ubisoft game, surprisingly. And I love that these are all pre-saved because yeah, I was trying to pull up a trailer just so I have something to show. But yeah, the next game, my number 10 game of the year of 2021 was Immortals Phoenix. Oh, you can kind of peek at that one. Immortals Phoenix Rising. Why did I like this game? I don't know, but I loved it for some reason. It was such a fun and like I said, it's a fun open world, but this one was different. It's not like the super standard fare of Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Ghost Recon. This game was different. It was it was targeted and being bashed on for being a Breath of the Wild clone, and that's not a bad thing, especially when it adds and improves so much that Breath of the Wild did. Added a lot more collectibles, way better combat, way better exploration and puzzles, and a way more interesting and colorful world, honestly, personally to me. that being said, just because it does a lot of those things better than Breath of the Wild, it's not better than Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild still has that magic to it. This game, it still has the Ubisoft stank to it, you know? Like, it's just a standard open up your giant map, get these viewpoints, fully explore that map, and pick up a bunch of shit. That's all it is, and doing a bunch of side missions. Here it's different because it does allow you to kind of look for each collectible yourself using your telescope and stuff like that. And the combat is a lot more engaging than, say, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because Odyssey did have the abilities and stuff like that, but in this game they kind of cranked that up way higher and having more sort of DMC style to it, with it juggling enemies and using different abilities on different enemies and doing a whole lot of cool crazy combos as opposed to just trying to kill the enemy as fast as possible. And as you can see here, it's just full of exploring. You can climb anything like in Breath of the Wild. You can use that. You have a glider like in Breath of the Wild. There's a lot of Breath of the Wild tendencies to it, and that's not a bad thing because it's a foundation for a great game. And yeah, honestly, I had fun. The story was surprisingly pretty, I wouldn't say good, but it was entertaining. It's a very sort of jokey, kid-friendly type version of Greek mythology. It tells a story of your character, Phoenix. It could either be a male or female, kind of rising up to be a god and trying to save all the gods from some big red dude. I don't know. There's a villain, and you're trying to save all the gods. That's all that it is. That's all there is. But honestly, through there's a lot of very funny and witty dialogue. The writing is super corny and stuff like that. The narrator right now, you see Prometheus, Zeus and Prometheus. They're the narrators of the story, and they kind of contradict each other every now and then. And it's pretty entertaining. It's a pretty entertaining story. Art style wise, as you can see, it's beautiful. It's a great game. It's a great looking game, especially on the newer consoles. I played on the PS5 and it was very fun. But yeah, it was a great game, honestly. One that did not get enough attention as it did, and I believe that's because, yeah, it's another Ubisoft game. We know what that is. It's checking stuff off a map and fighting stuff and doing side missions. That's all it is. But honestly, I feel like this was way more than that. It's probably one of the better Ubisoft games that have come out in the last, I want to say, decade, since like the early Assassin's Creed, since Far Cry 3. Like, this has been one of the more surprising and one of the best since. But yeah. That's my number 10. Let me pull up a trailer for the number 9 spot. So I have something to talk about. And this is one of the first, actually no, right now. I was gonna say one of the first games that didn't come out last year, but Binding of Isaac and did Immortals came out. It came out. When did it come out? I think it came out 2020. Like late 2020. Yeah, it came out in December 2020. Makes sense because I played it in January. It was one of the January or February. One of the first games I beat of last year. That still counts. It's in December. It still counts. Like in terms of like Game Awards, they count it. But yeah, I count it. Now this next game is going to be a kind of a weird choice, and I already know some people are not going to. The shooter community is especially not going to like this, but number 9 is Doom 3. Now y'all already know I'm a huge fan of the Doom franchise. I love all the games, even the old ones. You already know I love these games. And this was one of the most divisive ones because it's so different than everything else, even from the classic ones. It's much more horror focused, it's much more slower paced, and I love that. I initially played some of it a few years back, and then it just didn't hit the same way. But for some reason this year, it hit for me, and it was a ton of fun playing through this game. seeing it less through the lens of it being a Doom game and it being its own separate thing, it was so much more entertaining. And to see it, this kind of game, trying to see this game from the time it came out, trying to have that perspective is kind of crazy, because this game is ahead of its time in terms of lighting and atmosphere, and that's about it. But the gameplay is what it is. It's your standard shooter fare. I enjoyed it, honestly. Sure, some of the weapons do feel weaker than they should, like the shotgun. It's very weak, but honestly, I loved the whole journey through the game. The story is what it is. I don't even remember the story. I kind of just skipped through all the cutscenes and all that stuff. But just the whole the atmosphere. Atmosphere sold it completely for me. The lighting techniques that they used, I think it was EdTech 3 that they used as the engine, and I loved it. It was so interesting atmospherically, especially for a game that came out, I think it was like 2005 or 4. It was impressive for its time. Like, this game looks good. The character models are questionable, of course. We've all seen the screenshots and all that stuff, but man, did this game really sell, especially with the flashlight. We have to have your flashlight out. I did play through the original version, not the BFG, because I know the BFG removes the flashlight, you know, and all that stuff, and all the logs you get to read through. It really does a great job of building this world and this atmosphere and this vibe. And it's so scary, and I feel defenseless. Even though I have all these guns, I still feel defenseless because there's so many enemies that can fuck you up in a matter of seconds. It was so much fun. It's just so much fun, and honestly, I really hope that they won't do this at all, for sure. But I really hope that one day they kind of do a spin-off series to the current Doom series, the Doom Slayer series. They probably won't, because it's technically over, but we'll talk about that later. Do a spin-off series with this kind of gameplay, a much slower paced Doom game in the world of the newer Doom games, if that makes sense. But yeah, honestly, I like this. The vibes, oh man, those character models are rough, but honestly, I love this game, and it's up there as one of my top 3 Doom games. It's definitely number 3. I'll tell you that. But yeah, honestly, it's really good. It's not appreciated as much as it should be. It is a great game. A lot of people give it too much shit, I might say, but yeah, I loved it. It was a lot of fun. That's all I can say. It's underrated for sure. I gotta play it. Replay it. Trust me. Replay it. Trust me. Just replay it. Just replay it. All right. Let's get to the next one, which is a fan favorite of mine. I can't wait to talk about this. Ooh, looking at this gameplay, I'm like, oh man, I should boot it back up. And it probably will, because damn, bro, this game bussin'. This game's bussin'. All right, number 8 is Dusk. Now y'all already know I love boomer shooters. And for those that don't know what boomer shooter is, it's a old school type shooter. Think Doom, think Wolfenstein, think Quake. All those kinds of games, I love them. And recently there's been a huge surge and like a resurgence of them, and a huge revival of them, and I'm loving it. Ever since I got my gaming laptop, I've been swimming in them. This boomer shooters and roguelikes, I've been swimming in them. I've been living good. I've been eating, and this was one of the first games I got to check out. And boy, was I not disappointed. Boy, was I. This is such a banger of a game, and one of the best boomer shooters to date. Right now, I'm currently going through New Blood's catalog, which is the publisher, not the developer. And New Blood is kind of focused on boomer shooters. Right now, they did this game. They did a Medieval, which is also a game I beat last year. I thought it was great, but not as good as this one. And Ultra Kill, which I just finished the 3rd episode, but Like I wasn't gonna review it or say that I beat it because it's not fully finished. It's an early access, and I highly recommend you check out Ultra Kill because Ultra Kill fucks. It's so good, but this game fucks as well. It's so, like I said previously with Doom 3, this game nails that weird, creepy, eerie, like PS1 horror aesthetic so well. Like look at these visuals. These visuals look so good. And the shooting feels so good, and the combat is so kinetic and so frantic and crazy. It's very much akin to Quake. If you haven't played that, I played that last year as well. Banger as well, but didn't make the list. But this was so much more better. It's definitely an evolution of that Quake genre, that Quake gameplay, and boy, did it just feel so good playing. Oh man, he's playing on easy. What are you doing, son? Playing through the whole campaign, playing through that whole ending section, which is crazy, super crazy. But I love this game. Honestly, it's a lot of people need to play this game. A coworker of mine told me like, "Hey, you have to finish this game because it fucks. It's so good," and he was right, and I loved it. And man, it was so good. Yeah, I have to play. I know most of these conversations, most of the discussions, most of my reviews is me just saying this game fucks and you should play it. But yeah. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm gonna BRB right now. I'm getting a phone call. We're back. I have to step out in like about 10 minutes because I gotta go pick something up, but yeah. We'll move on to the next game. Let me grab the trailer real quick for it. There's some gameplay with it. So far, most of these games have been like games I have already games that I've already released a while ago. And I'm sorry, but fuck off. They're really good games. Trying to get a good oh, that's a good bit right here. Alright guys. You guys wanna know what the next one is? You guys wanna know what the next one is? Black Mesa. Like I said, since I got this PC, I've been swimming in good, really good, just quality shooters. And this one just did not start. This one just didn't start. There you go. It just didn't. Hello? Are you gonna start? There you go. Oh, you know what happened? You know what happened? You guys wanna know what happened? You know what happened? I clicked the wrong fucking button. There you go. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah, Black Mesa is an incredible, one of the best remakes out there. It's buffering. Let it be one of the best remakes out there. One of my favorite remakes out there of a classic shooter that I already loved, Half-Life. And boy, did this game, this remake just did not disappoint. They nailed it, bro. Why are you buffering so much, bro? You're embarrassing me. You know that? There you go. Unbelievable. But yeah, this game was a banger. The visuals are so look at it, bro. Look at it. It looks so good. It looks so good compared to Half-Life from fucking what is it now? 25 years ago now. Insane, bro. But yeah, I love this game. It's Half-Life. I don't know what to tell you. It's a Half-Life remake that's made so well and so meticulously by Crowbar Collective. They did such a great job with this one. I talked about it in, I think, a couple months ago in games I've been playing. When I played it initially, and I beat it initially, that this is peak and the most faithful and the most impressive remakes I've ever seen so far. It's my favorite so far. This is the like I said with Binding of Isaac, this is the new standard for remakes for me. Because it's so faithful to the original, and all it does is improve an already incredible and classic game. Like, honestly, man, it's so good. So good. So good. I gotta play this game. Yeah, I gotta play this game. Yeah, I gotta play this game. And if you haven't already, Black Mesa is a great way to get yourself into it. If you feel like the original is already a little bit dated. And honestly, I don't think it's dated. I think it fucking works incredibly. And you should fucking play it. So go play it. Stop talking. Stop talking. Next up. Finally a game that actually came out last year. Isn't that crazy? We're finally talking about games that came out last year. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's not perfect. I see your face. I don't want you to see your face. Here we go. Y'all ready? Number 6. My top 12 games of 2021 is Forza Horizon 5. I haven't had this much fun with a racing game in a very, very, very long time. I'm serious, y'all. This game is a banger, an instant classic in terms of it being a racing game. I haven't had this much fun with a racing game since Need for Speed Hot Pursuit in 2010 or whatever it came out. But yeah, like since then, the Forza games have been fun. Some of the Need for Speeds have been okay. Heat was pretty good, but this game, pure fun. Even when I wasn't playing it, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about going and 100%ing it. The visuals are so beautiful, bro. The racing feels so good, though. Everything was just so... I just had pure fun the whole way through. Every single moment of me playing it, I had fun. I was having a good time. It's banger music, banger cars to drive through, incredible visuals, as you can see. And it's on Game Pass, dude. I played this for free. I put in 30 hours for free. Technically, I did pay for Game Pass, but still, it's technically free if you have Game Pass. It's such a great deal, such a great experience, such a quality title, and like man, one of the best racing games we've had in the last decade. Because all it did is, in the past 4 Horizons, Horizon 1, great events, right? Great events. They had great events. 2 had a great open world. The events were lackluster, but the world was great. Everything was open. The third one, it was almost there. It was so perfect. It was so close, and it had the festival building. You built your own festival. You chose where you wanted your festival to be and all that stuff. And 4, so close, but it was just so overwhelming and so abundant with content. It was just a clutter on your screen. This perfected it to a T. It was perfect all around. I'm talking great events. I'm talking great open world. I'm talking great festival building. Great amount of content. A perfect amount of content. It's not super overbearing. You fucked up. Why'd you crash, bro? Why'd you crash? You're embarrassing me. I'm trying to talk how good this game is, and you're racing like a fool. Unbelievable. But yeah, man. Great game. The best Horizon ever. Since. All they've done is just improve it constantly. And constantly. And I can't wait to see what they do next. I was really hoping they do Japan. And if the next one, they do fucking Japan. If the next Horizon game is in Japan, I swear to God, it's gonna be the best game of all time. Cause I want to be drifting in the freaking cherry blossoms. Okay. So put it in Japan. You're gonna make money. Buku bucks. I guarantee you. Buku bucks. I got passionate there. I'm sorry. That game was just way too good. Way too good, man. I'm telling you. Way too good. Oh, man. Ooh, okay. So this one, another game that came out last year. Okay, we're kind of getting into the weeds of it. Deathloop. Oh fuck! Yeah, you gotta peek at the list, guys. All right, it's fine. You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. I want to step out for a second, but it's fine. I'm gonna make this quick. Go watch my video. This game's awesome. It's fucking arcane at its finest. They were in their Duffy for this one. Like, man. I love immersive sims. It's another niche genre. Roguelikes, boomer shooters, and immersive sims. Three of my favorite genres. And immersive sims, oh, so good. And this game really changed up the formula because it's loop based. So it's kind of riding that line with roguelike, but it's not. And it's really hard to explain. And I tried my hardest in my video, my last video from fucking 3 months ago now. I tried my hardest to really explain how it actually works, because you're not gonna get it until you play it. And honestly, that's all I can say. Just play it and you'll get it and it'll click, because everything about it is just it's so designed so perfectly. Until we get to the multiplayer, and that's where it falls apart. Again, I love this game. It would have been way higher on this list and way better without the invasion aspect to it. I get what they were trying to do, and the invasions are cool, but not when this isn't a PvP type shooter. Clearly, this isn't designed to be one, and it's kind of hard to play it that way, especially when PvP shooters tend to have a meta. So when every person that invades you uses the same kits, the same powers that everyone else does, that buffs your abilities, and has a gun that two-shots you, that can only find a secret area that everyone goes to because everyone googled the area, it's not that fun. But there is some greatness there. There is some fun to be had, because there are moments when you're in the middle of setting up an assassination, but someone gets invaded, and you have a neck-and-neck fight with them, and you kill them, and you steal their powers, and it feels so cool, and you still get the chance to finish off your assassination, and it feels so cool. But then it doesn't when you feel like you just lost in a very cheap way. And again, you don't lose too much, but you lose the time and the progress and the time you took to set up this whole plan that you're trying to do and enact. And that's what the whole game is about. It's about planning. It's about figuring out a plan to get a certain person to this person, so that you can get as many targets at the same time as possible. But other than that, multiplayer was not in this game. This game would have been perfect. Way high. Definitely at least top 3 on my list. But I love this game, bro. It's so good. I love the vibes. I really hope that they not do a sequel, but innovate it on this game somehow, because it works so well. With a little bit of tweaking, it's going to be perfect. Improve the combat a little bit. Scrap the multiplayer entirely, or improve it a little bit so it's way more balanced, so both players are on equal footing. Sure, both players have their choices of guns and powers, but once you're stuck to that power, you can't leave until you kill a person. And even then, most of the invasions don't feel dynamic, because most of them to me felt very scripted, because I did the same area 10 times. Every single time, as an experiment, I did the same area 10 times. I'd boot out the game and do it again. Every single time I went to that area, as soon as I stepped into a certain area in that level, boom, instantly invaded. Every single time. And I was like, this does not feel dynamic enough. But that's just me. I'll be right back. Gotta do something real quick. Don't worry. I'll be back. We're back, y'all. So I had to pick something up real quick. Where was I? Talking on Deathloop, yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, that's all I really had to say. Is that would have been perfect without the multiplayer content. It was a great idea. Honestly, it's great having them experiment with that. But personally, it would have been way better without it. But overall, other than that, the overall game, such a banger, dude. Such a banger. Such an interesting story. Such interesting writing, characters. Such an interesting world you get to explore and all that stuff. Like, it's so good. And I really can't wait for whatever Arcane does next. I know they're doing Redfall. That's coming out, I think, this year. Probably not. Probably next year. And that's gonna be an Xbox exclusive, which is gonna be kind of cool. But yeah, like I said, check it out. Pretty soon this year, it's gonna be on Game Pass because Microsoft now owns Bethesda, and Arcane's a part of Bethesda. So yeah, it's a banger game, y'all. It's a banger game. I have to play it. What are y'all doing? Let me pull up the next little gameplay B-roll. But yeah. What's early game gameplay? Damn, bro. I want to get into like. Oh, here you go. Yeah, let's do this right here. Alrighty, y'all. Number 4 on my game of the year list. Oh, I was called the wrong way. Returnal. I mean, like, y'all know I love roguelikes. And I was kind of skeptical about this one because this one kind of looked a little iffy based on the trailers. But as soon as I got my hands on that controller, I start feeling the dual sense in my fingers. I start feeling, bro. As soon as I started feeling those rumbles and those adaptive triggers, I was like, this is fully next gen, and it's insane. It's awesome. It's so cool experiencing next gen fully for the first time. Yeah, we had Spider-Man Miles Morales, but that was cross-gen, and this was one of the first games I was like, oh, this is next gen, because this looks incredible visually. It played so well, so slick. It's at 60 frames, and the DualSense controller felt so nice. Every gun felt so good with the triggers, feeling the raindrops on the controller, and those load times being so quick. This, like, it felt next gen. This was made for next gen, and it's such a great experience to play through. And I binged through it. I beat this game in 3 days. And for those that don't know, this game is it has a 3-act structure. So there's 3 biomes in each act. If you go through each of the 3 biomes, you reach a final boss. You beat the boss, and you finish that act. And it's gonna hit you with 3 new biomes. You finish those biomes, hit the boss. You get a super final boss. I think you get an extra section there, and that beats the second act. And the 3rd act, you collect all the stuff, and then you fight the final boss one more time, and you beat the game. And personally, I loved every second of it. Every time I was thinking, the week this game came out, the second I started playing it, I could not stop thinking about it. I could not stop, like, I just want to, it was so addicting to play through. I was like, I just want to play some more. The shooting feels so good. It has an active reload system, which is super satisfying. And, oh man, it was just so good. It was just a super cool and weird atmospheric Metroid-like adventure. Celine as a character is fine. She reminds me a lot of Aloy, where she's very rigid in her personality, but it's her being a badass woman, and that's cool. But there's no real depth to her. She's not super likable or anything like that, but her story is very interesting. Her going through this kind of survival's guilt that she's the one that made it out, and even then she still didn't make it out, and trying to fight so hard to get out of this weird loop that keeps her, every time she dies, she just starts over. And this year was really the year for loops, because it was this game, Deathloop, and Forgotten City, which I still need to play through, but I will, and it's probably gonna, yeah, whatever. And yeah, so that whole idea of her just desperately trying to get out of this loop and having this more kind of mental health aspect to it was so interesting. It was so cool. On top of having addicting gameplay, on top of having such an interesting, cool, and beautiful world, on top of having such difficult and engaging bosses in combat, it was a banger. It was a banger. It was a banger. It was a banger. And what can I say? It was so good. It was so much fun. I'm thinking about playing through it one more time. I'll probably do it on stream. So check out for that, because just watching this gameplay, I'm like, damn, this looks good. I want to play through it one more time, but yeah, that's where I stand right now. And I had a hell of a time with it, and I hope you will too when you check it out, because you better, because the game's fucking fire. All right, on to the next game. We're at the top 3 now. Faster than I thought that we were gonna go, but we're doing it. So. And I will spoil it off the jump. Only one of these games are from this year, and you'll be able to tell pretty quick. I was trying to find a good gameplay trailer before it. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. All right, number 3 on my top 12 games of the year 2021 is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all already know Ratchet and Clank holds a very special place in my heart. And bias aside, this game is a must play, guaranteed. Like, you have to play this game. It's so good, guys. Come on. How can you not play this game? It's one of the best. Another great example of what next gen is, and it just works so. Oh, it's such a good, just great next gen game. I'm sorry. I accidentally paused at that part, and I was like, "Oh, this is so funny." Probably isn't for y'all, but it is for me. Oh, looking good right there. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, this game is a banger. I should play the trailer. There you go. It's another great example of what next gen truly is, and boy, does it not disappoint. It's so good, y'all. It's story-wise, it's fine. It's good story. It's nothing groundbreaking that you'll ever see anywhere else, but it's a pretty good, mediocre, alright story. Everything else, incredible. Gameplay is so good. Exploration is so good. The visuals, look at it. Look at it. So visually stunning. It's so fun to play. I platinumed it in 2 days because I was like, I love this game so much. I have a great history with Ratchet and Clank. It's one of the Ratchet and Clank Going Commando is one of the first games I ever owned. I mean, like, owned. Like, I previously did play games as a kid, but they were like bootleg machines and illegally. But this was the first game I owned, like the box and the disc, inside a PS2. And it was, since that day, I was like, I'm never gonna forget this game. It's one of the best series I've played ever, and it's a series that holds such a special place in my heart. But that, like I said, that bias aside, this game is high quality. This is what they mean by, like, PlayStation exclusives are high quality. This is a high look at this game, dude. Look at this game. It's a banger. Let's skip to some gameplay because it's kind of him walking around. But yeah, man, they added so many cool traversal abilities. The wall running, the dashing, the hover boots, which are super cool. And I don't think you get to see them in this video, but it's just so cool, man. I'm just looking at this game. I'm like, ah, man, I want to play it again. Another. I could do a third New Game Plus playthrough, no problem. But I'm telling y'all, this is like this game, Returnal and Deathloop, are reasons you should get, and Miles Morales are reasons you should get a PS5. They're great reasons to get a PS5. Not the only reasons, but they're great reasons. I want to save money. Game Pass is where it's at, but you know, we had that argument yesterday, didn't we? We already talked about that yesterday. Where's my mouse? We already talked about that yesterday, so We're not gonna do that again. But yeah, Ratchet and Clank, banger game. I can't really say much about it. It's a banger game. You have to play it. Now, some of y'all might be wondering, what the fuck is your number 2 and what the fuck is your number 1 and 2? Y'all gonna be surprised. Since it's definitely not a game from this year, to be quite honest, but oof, is it a banger? And there's not really a good way to show gameplay for this next one, but this is the best I got. So if it looks boring to you, fuck you. It's a banger classic game. What are we talking about? We're talking about Metal Gear Solid 4. Guns of the Patriots. I get it. I get it now. I get it. I get why people love Metal Gear so much. This is not going to be a good cutscene to show that off, but I get it, guys. I get it. I finally played through the entire Metal Gear Solid, aside from Peace Walker and 5 and all that stuff, but and I'm going to get to that. I'm probably going to start playing that on stream soon. But man, what a banger. What a banger series, and I can't man, this is such a bad cutscene to really show that how iconic this series is. The first game, great. You know, what a good classic like action movie game, you know? 2, broke my brain. Made me think about things I shouldn't think about right now as a 22-year-old, 21-year-old, I mean. 3, brought me to tears. It made a man out of me. 4, changed my life. Changed the way I see storytelling. And I can't say enough good things about it. It's such a great... It ties up everything so well. 1 through 4, it's a great series, great concise series. If you want to get to the series, play those games. Sure, you can check out Peace Walker. Sure, you can check out Metal Gear Solid 5. But 1 through 4 are such a perfect packaged story right then and there. And I really want more of it. I'm really begging for it. And I'm not going to get it with Peace Walker. I'm not going to get it with Metal Gear Solid 5. I know that already. I played through 5 already. Man, I just never has a story impacted me so much as this one. It's so good. The storytelling in it, it's so good. And yeah, there's Last of Us. Yeah, there's BioShock Infinite. Yeah, there's God of War. But this game is up there, man. It's up there among those games because what a timeless story. Not timeless, just what a story, just in general. It's so good, and the gameplay is so fresh. It's so immersive. It's so engaging for being such a... I'm not a big stealth game person. I hate the Splinter Cell series. I think they're boring and slow and unengaging. Metal Gear Solid changes all of that and improves everything that's done in the series prior. Metal Gear Solid 1, poopy gameplay. Poopy ass gameplay. I'll be honest. 2 and 3... Okay, we're getting somewhere. 4, this is a game. This is a gamer ass game, and it's a great one at that. And man, do I love it. Man, do I love it. And I really want y'all to love it too. It's worth it to just buy a PS3. I bought a PS3 to play through the entire series because for some fucking reason, Konami just I thought I was hearing the Ubisoft, the classic Ubisoft Buddha in the song. This game is a good enough reason alone to go on eBay and search for your cheapest PS3 that you can find. Because for some fucking reason, Konami just does not want to re-release it, reboot it, not reboot it, just re-release it, port it, do something. But no. They're selfish and they hate Kojima like that. And god damn, I love Kojima for that. I love him. And I appreciate him. like everyone else does now. I get it, guys. This is a masterclass in stealth gameplay and story. Sure, it gets goofy. Sure, it gets convoluted. It gets confusing. But fuck you, I love confusing shit. And this is... It's just a good game, yo. It's honestly just a good game, man. I don't know what else to tell you. Don't know what else to tell you. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So for this one, we're gonna switch it up a little. As we're gonna be talking about our definitive, my definitive game of the year. I wanna give it some respect, you know. We have to give it the respect it earns and deserves. I better hear that. Did I hear that? Some of you nerds out there probably already know. But y'all better fucking know what we're talking about right now. Y'all have to know. I've been talking about it forever now. Yeah. I'm waiting for the drop. There's a drop coming soon. I really hope y'all can hear the music. Yeah, if I can hear the music. I'm gonna talk loudly over it because I want y'all to hear these bangers. Those keen eye viewers, they should know what this is. Those actual real gamers, they should know what this is. They should know what I'm talking about. We're talking about fucking Dark Souls 3. I can't lower it any lower because it's too much to handle. I'm talking about Dark Souls 3. One of my favorite games of all time now. My top 10 up there. One of these days I'll make a stream of my top 10 games of all time. This game is up there. This fight is up there as one of the best and most engaging and most... Oh my god, man. What a banger game, y'all. Y'all don't even know. Say what you will. Say what you will. Y'all have to try it. Give it a try. Give it some time. Give it some patience. Give it some persistence. Be stubborn. Be persistent. Y'all will find something good in this game. I was like most of y'all. I was scared of the Dark Souls series. And I said, fuck it. I'm going to take the plunge. And boy, I'm loving it. I'm swimming in it. Even the worst game right now, Dark Souls 2. I'm playing through it on stream this week. Most likely tomorrow. I'm loving it. It's a great series. It's super engaging. Listen to this. Imagine hearing this. Fighting this man, Slave Knight Gale. One of the best boss fights of all time. Like, come on. I really can't say enough good things about Dark Souls 3 because in my eyes, it's one of the most perfect games ever. Are there bullshit boss fights? Of course there are. Are there bullshit enemies that will ambush you? Of course there are. That's what Dark Souls is. It's you being a character in a world that doesn't... You're not the hero. They want you dead. You're not supposed to win. And that's the point. That's what makes it so much more worthwhile. You're not supposed to win. But when you do win, ooh boy, does it feel good. Does it feel so good. Spoilers, obviously, of course, I'm sorry, but fuck you, play this game. Play it. Watch Fati videos. All the lore breakdowns. They're incredible. What a perfect. What can I say? I'm perfectly timing these. Oh, I gotta do this more often. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, secret cam. Oh, shit. Come on, son. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my top 12 games of all time. Number 1, my game of the year of 2021 is Dark Souls 3. One of the best games of all time for me personally. I love it. It's my favorite Souls game so far. And I can't wait to experience Bloodborne and Sekiro soon, once I'm done with Dark Souls 2. Oh, come on. Look at this. Let's just watch this for a second. It's such a cool fight. Oh my god, I want to play Souls games. I love Souls games. I can't wait for Elden Ring. Oh my god, dude. Come on. As someone who started being like, I was scared. I was like, I don't even want to get near Dark Souls. Until one day I'm like, fuck it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Easy. I can do it. And I fucking did it. I've beaten Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, and Dark Souls 3 so far. I'm currently making my way through Dark Souls 2. It's rough, but hey, I'm gonna do it. So I can say I did it. And soon enough, once we're done with that, we're gonna be going through Bloodborne and Sekiro. Hopefully before Elden Ring releases. I'm not gonna play Elden Ring until I beat those 2 games. And yeah. Look at this, man. What a cool, what a cool fight, dude. One of these days, I might do like a New Game Plus playthrough of Dark Souls 3, because what a banger, bro. I don't know what y'all missing. I don't know what y'all missing. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is my top 12 games of all time. I really hope you enjoyed this here brown nerd rambling about his favorite games. Like I said, it's a short stream. It was a little later than I was expecting. I was planning on playing some Dark Souls, but we don't have time for that. Hopefully I'll be able to stream on time tomorrow, around 6 to 7. Follow the Twitter for updates. That's when I usually tweet, hey, I'm going live soon. Hey, we're going live at this time. But, yeah. Also, I guess you could hit that notification bell thing at the bottom. I don't know how that works. I hit it for a bunch of streamers, but it never works. But, yeah. Do that so you can stay posted. We'll be playing through Dark Souls 2. Hopefully, it seems like we're on course to finishing sometime next week. So yeah, so tomorrow on stream we're gonna start off with talking about, what are we gonna talk about? I'm still gonna think about that. I was gonna talk about music. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about music I've been listening to. So come through with your playlist. We'll do a little mini playlist picks before we start diving deep into Dark Souls 2. We're approaching the latter half of that game. That's what you said, ladder or former, something like that. Yeah. We'll be doing that. Thank you so much for watching. I love all of you. Stay safe out there. Mask up, vaccine up. That's what cool people do. You should do it too. And yeah. I'm not gonna rate anybody tonight, just cause. But yeah, that's about it. That's a wrap on today. I'll see you guys tomorrow around 6 or 7. Follow the Twitter for updates.